Alright, I'm going to be leaving for the gym in literally like a few minutes, so I'm going to quickly record this and then head off. But I have indeed got upper day B today, so it's going to be a little bit more of an arm focus. We're still going to be making sure we hit chest and back right at the end, but we're going to be starting off with arms, 2 bicep, 2 tricep, etc. You guys will pretty much see the workout anyway, but I hope you guys are all doing well. And I haven't really got much of an intro for today, to be honest, apart from the fact that it's really bloody cold. But anyways, let me just stop rambling and actually head to the gym. Arm day today. We're starting off with a single arm cuff push down. We've got 15 on again. We did 15 last time for, I think it was 5 or 6 reps. So we're going to aim to get, ideally again, 6 to 7 or so, which would be super nice. But obviously I didn't have much of an intro this morning, so I did have a little bit of a topic to talk about, and it's actually about, it kind of links in with the other day's videos when I was speaking about atrophy. And obviously what comes with atrophy is frequency of training, how often should you train, etc. And I didn't realize how important frequency was because I didn't understand protein synthesis in any sort of way and how muscles actually recover, etc. So you usually have for beginner lifters, protein synthesis increases after a lift for about 24 to 48 hours. However, for advanced lifters, it usually takes 12 to 24 hours. So you could technically fully recover within a day if your programming is correct. Obviously, not necessarily going to always be the case. If you blast out a muscle, it's going to take 2 to 3 days to recover anyway. A lot of it is mental, but obviously with that, then frequency is really important because you want to be increasing your protein synthesis as much as possible throughout the week. So you don't want to be training on a Monday, having your muscles recover by Wednesday to Thursday, and then not training Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that muscle again. You understand the kind of repeat of cycle that you should really be having. So hopefully, at the end of this, I should have a big increase, not a big increase, but a moderate sized increase in muscle gain over the next few months or so, using a 2 times frequency rather than what I was doing before. But anyways, let me just stop rambling on and let's get this first set. Yep, that's 1 hour out, I can tell. Sometimes when you just feel like, all of a sudden, I noticed with this, it's like the first few reps are super easy, and then after that you hit like a barrier block where you just feel like you can't get anything more, but let's get this stuff done. We'll take that. That actually feels genuinely really good. And also, I can be a little bit more in depth with the knowledge I talk about if wanted. I just don't know how in depth to go. So I'm trying to keep it as surface level as possible. If by keeping it surface level, I might be slightly wrong on a couple of things, I do apologize for that. But I don't want to ramble too deep into a conversation and you guys just be lost completely within it. So we'll try and keep it as simple as possible for you guys, but we'll get another set of that. That feels good. Alright, I do slightly apologise. The music today is extremely loud. I don't know why they have it so loud today. So, if I have a lot of copyright, some elevated music this video, I do apologise. But it might be more frequent than usual this video rather than my last upper day. But anyways, let me stop rambling. Let's get this shit. Able to hit the 8. We'll take that. Let's go. That's big. You guys are probably thinking, is there a reason why I'm doing like a single arm cuff push down over doing like a straight bar push down, for example? Not necessarily. Doesn't necessarily make a massive difference. The only thing I like is the stability side with this. I feel like it's a lot easier to just focus on keeping one elbow in place rather than trying to keep two elbows in place. For me, it just genuinely feels a lot nicer. I also don't like the straight bar because I don't like the way the wrists are positioned. I don't like being like this, doing a push down. I prefer having like a neutral grip. For me, it's a lot more comfortable, but at the same time, a lot of this is all just preference, you know, like you gotta do what you enjoy doing. And if you enjoy doing a heavy straight bar push down, then do a heavy straight bar push down. Don't let someone else tell you not to do something just because it's a preference. Unless obviously you get more muscle stimulus growth by doing a single arm than obviously proceed to do a single arm, but I don't think that's the case with this. So let's get I think a dumbbell preacher curl might be nice. All right, let's get this single arm dumbbell preacher curl. We did 16 last time, but I don't think I got enough reps, so we're gonna drop it to the 14s, keeping it strict, and let's get this. Yeah. I cannot lie, I genuinely lost count. Midway through that set, I lost what rep I was on, so I don't know if that was 7 or 8. I have no clue. We'll take that. Alright, Smith JM press time. We've just got 30 kg each side added on. Let's just see how this goes, taking this to failure. We'll take 7. All right, second set. Let's get this. Woo. We'll take that. All right, hammer curl time. We've got the 22s again. Oh, seeing how they move today. able to hit 6. 1 RAR. That's not too bad, I'll take that. Oh, my hand slipped. Ugh. I'll take the 6. Calf lateral raises. We've actually upped the weight to 15. Let's see how well this moves. That is a lot heavier. I think something else that people don't take account into is when you train something unilateral, you got to rest in between doing each arm, because obviously you're hitting your CNS from doing one set, and then you then got to do your other arm. You've got to make sure that you've recovered at least like 30 seconds to a minute or so before just jumping straight into doing your other one, just so you can get maximum output using the majority of the energy that you've got left. Yeah. Wow, that feels good. We'll take that. Woo. 2 more exercises left. I've literally got this pec fly and then some form of back exercise, and I'm done for today. There are 2 sets on here. We're trying the 127 again, like my last upper day. Obviously last time I started off with this, so it's gonna be a little bit different from starting off with this than doing this as the penultimate exercise. But anyways, let's get this shit. We'll take that. 6. We'll do another one of that. Oh, dodgy last couple of reps, but we'll take that. 1 more exercise. All right, I'm aware you guys have seen me do this exercise before. Just a single arm lat pull down, but where the heaviest, most part of the tension is at the bottom range of the movement, which is technically where it's always going to be the hardest. So you actually want it to be the hardest. So I was speaking to someone and they said that they didn't like this because it's harder at the bottom. Yeah, lats get best activation growth at the bottom of the movement. Think about it, that's the contracted side. We don't know what happens in the stretch. So when people say it's easier at the top, like they prefer it when it's easier at the bottom and harder at the top, it doesn't really make any sense because you're not actually working the lat in the contracted position if you're doing that. So doesn't make sense to me. Maybe I got to look more into it, but I genuinely really like this. It feels completely different and it is plate loaded. I wish there was a machine one that I could do, but then I don't think that would really work. The tension profile won't really be right. So anyways, let's get this. Let's go. No. Last set of today. Let's get this shit. Wow, I'll take that. Yeah, we'll take that. Huh. Woo! I'm done. Alright, I am fully aware that I'm topless right now, but I have a topic that I really need to talk about because I'm just like so excited. I was literally just editing my last leg day and I haven't had a shower yet since gym. I've been doing my editing. I was like, I'm gonna get that done first. And I've also just made a white bread and, well, a mix of white bread flour plus rye wholemeal bread flour loaf, which I'll just add on the screen somewhere around here. It looks really cool, but that's besides the point. I was going over my content and I was talking about how the calves have most leverage when in the straightened position, when your knee is completely extended rather than bent in a 90 degrees angle. And I realized why that is. You have two muscles in your calf. You have the soleus and the gastrocnemius. If I pronounce them wrong, I do apologize, but I'm running off the top of my head here with not reading it in front of me. And basically, when your knee is bent at a 90 degrees angle, you target more of your soleus, which is it's a lot smaller than the gastrocnemius. The gastrocnemius is like the massive ball chunk of calf, and the soleus is mainly like a strip in a way. And I've just realized that I've been doing the straight leg calf raise now for a couple sessions, and I feel like my calves have never felt this sore and like pumped constantly in a way. And it's because when the knee is fully extended, you target more of the gastrocnemius, which makes so much more sense. I think I've genuinely been so stupid this whole time that I've been targeting the wrong part of the calf. And I didn't realize that it was. Obviously, you still hit the gastrocnemius when bent at a 90 degrees angle, but you don't bias it as much. Your soleus starts to take over. So I probably have a really developed soleus compared to my gastrocnemius, Which kind of makes sense. I feel like that part of my calf is definitely more developed for sure. So now I'm going to be doing straightened. Obviously, it's good to alternate if you are a new beginner. It's good to go from seated to standing, like alternate it between sessions, etc. But for me, I'm going to be focusing on just standing now, or at least when the knee is extended, because I definitely want to grow my calves to a good level. I want thick calves, and if you guys don't want thick calves, then well, you're just weird if you don't. So this was mainly my quick topic to the end of the video. I know we did an upper day today, and I could have spoken about something more upper day related, but oh my days, I was just so like back and forth. I was reading like studies and everything. Oh, I feel so like relieved and excited, and I felt like I had to talk to somebody. So I thought, let me set a camera up and talk about it. But I'm super gassed. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's upper day. I am so sore right now. I cannot lie. Everything about me is sore. But we got legs tomorrow, which I'm gassed about. So it's my other leg day. We won't be doing stiff leg deadlifts because my hamstrings aren't recovered yet. So we'll be doing some form of squat variation from what I'm aware of. If my hamstrings feel fine for tomorrow, then we'll do SLDLs. If not, then I'll do a squat pattern. But anyways, I'll speak to you guys again tomorrow for a leg day. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out, guys.